Hey, good morning. It's 8:10 here on KSCW. If you're a regular viewer, you recognize Scott Walker. He's a financial advisor here in town and comes on the show from time to time with a little financial advice. And today we're talking about charity giving. It's that 'tis the season, as they say, right?
It is the season for that, yeah. This is the time of year that a lot of people just, get caught up in the holidays and want to make those donations to their favorite charity.
Sometimes people wait, too, don't they? They wait till the end of the year. They don't realize these charities actually need the money in July,
all
too.
All year round.
But
I agree.
What are some of the questions that your clients come to you with, Scott, when they want to, they realize it's the end of the year and they haven't made that donation
Well,
yet?
one of the biggest things is this time of year in particular, people are just bombarded with different things that are asking for donations and that. So a lot of times we get questions are these legitimate? Mm-hmm. Are these real charities? Am I giving money to something that really does what they say? And on my website, wgifs.com, there's a link to the IRS website and also to another website that kind of gives you some background on certain charities. You got to be careful because some of these are not legit.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to make sure that your money's going where you intend it to go.
Of course.
So what about some tax advantages? I imagine that's something that comes
you
up
also
too,
have the
right?
tax advantages, and one thing you want to be sure to do is not pay in cash. There's no way to track it. So if you're going to make a donation to your favorite charity, write a check, keep records. All legitimate charities at the end of the year will also send you a tax statement for your records. But if you're going to make that donation from a tax purpose standpoint also, be sure to keep your records.
And what do you recommend to people, too? Because I imagine sometimes they'll say, well, I want to do something, but I don't know what I want to do. What do you tell them then?
Well, I mean, number one, it's, what's in your heart. And that's more of a cliche, I think, anymore for a lot of people. But that's true. What is the issue? What is the thing that, means the most to you? And do you want to do this? And don't forget, cash is important, money's important to most charities, but your time is also valuable to them. If you can just donate your time, that means a lot to them.
Yeah, and what do you recommend to clients, Scott, as far as finding the right amount of money? I mean, obviously, you want to give what you can, but you also don't want to overextend yourself to the point where you're putting your own finances in jeopardy. So what do you recommend?
Of course, I mean, just as important year-round is, make a budget, stick with your budget, and giving to charities is a lot like your Christmas shopping. Make your list, make a budget, be realistic. Don't end up at the end of the year regretting what you did because you spent more money than what you had. Yeah. And that's a key to this.
Yeah, some great advice. Okay, well, thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the time, as always.
Thanks, Brian.
Scott Walker, financial
advisor. Have a good
Thanksgiving. Hey, you too. Thank you. And some great advice. And if you want a little more information about the websites that Scott talked about, we'll put some links for you at kwch.com on our morning page.